I'm Wes Sanders, the Vice President of Vermont Interfaith Power and Light. VTIPL is about helping congregations throughout the state to take whatever steps they can to counteract the climate crisis, global warming. And we have two basic programs that we use to do this. One of them is free audits of the actual church buildings of congregations for weatherization, heating efficiency, lighting efficiency. We have a former employee of Efficiency Vermont, Ron McGarvey, who goes around and gives these audits. He does about 50 or 60 of them a year, so it's a pretty substantial commitment. It takes a couple of hours, at the end of which he writes out a full report of everything he's seen and submits it to the pastor and whoever else, the sexton. So that's one of the two things we do. And the other thing we do is the low carbon diet. This is a program in which 5 to 8 households get together and work as a team, an eco-team actually is what it's called, to reduce their carbon dioxide emissions at the household level, in their transportation. That's basically, in other words, the area in which we do this. And this diet is obviously a pun in the title of the book. Takes about 6 weeks to do generally, but it depends really on the schedules of the people. And we have done it with 119 households, and we have cut 838,000 pounds of carbon dioxide as of a few weeks ago. And there are still eco-teams who are working right now whose data I don't have, but that's working since fall of 2006. The average savings per household runs between 5,000 and 10,000 pounds of CO2. And the reason it works is that people do it together. There's social energy involved, creativity, humor, and every step that's taken, for example, replacing your light bulbs with CFLs, is assigned a certain number of pounds of CO2 that you have saved. So that's very incentivizing for the people that are doing this. And the problem solving is also mutual. It's a social kind of thing. So it works much better than the one-shot deals or the individual approach where you send people off to their computer to enter their data and they get the carbon footprint, which we do also. But then, from then on, it's a matter of how do we do this together. And people call each other in between meetings, or in the meetings, they ask things like, I don't know how to get my teenager to take a 4-minute shower. Has anybody got any ideas? And people always do have ideas. So, 8 heads or 16 heads are better than one, is basically the way that works. So those are the two programs, the free audits and the low carbon diet. Usually I follow up the free audits and approach the congregation, the pastor, whoever is a logical person, and say, all right, now you've cleaned up your act as an institution. How about the congregation? Do you think they would like to also work individually on their households and their use of transportation